Hey everyone, I'm Valerie. I'm here with Rainbow Curves and I'm going to show you how to use some props in your yoga practice. When I first started my yoga practice, I didn't use any props besides a wall. So it's kind of a luxury to have props, but if you have access to any things that are similar to props, you can use that. Here we have a yoga wheel, which is good for, it's like a block, but you can kind of like move it around a lot more, and it's good for opening up your back a little bit. With blocks, you can use them to help give you a little bit more arm distance to the floor. You can use a blanket to help prop up yourself. And then you can also use straps. This one's a cotton strap and this is a stretchy strap. Either one, they both have good beneficial properties. And now I'll show you how to use each different prop in different poses. So first we're going to use the yoga wheel. It's pretty simple, but it's mainly used for opening up your back a lot more. We're just going to do a simple back opening. Just kind of get really close to the wheel, close to your feet. Placing it at the sacrum, bottom tailbone, and slowly going over it. Going as long as you feel good. You can use any other props if you can't get as deep as I can right now. But it's nice to just hang here and hold on to your ankles. Place your hands here. Bring the feet up. Just roll around. A little bit of a massage, but it's good to help open up your back a lot more. And just play around. You can roll on it like this. And just playing around, opening up into different positions. And that's the yoga wheel. Just pretty much just play around as much as you can. Next we're going to be using the blocks. I'm going to come on to our hands and knees, bringing the leg forward. And we're going to place the hands onto the blocks here to help give us a little bit more extension. Instead, in a regular practice, you'd be able to touch the floor here, but if it's a little hard for you, you have a little bit bigger of a belly sometimes, it's a little harder. So use the blocks to prop yourself up a little bit higher and then just sink into the pose. You just play around using like this. I know definitely my arms are a little bit shorter, so I tend to already be able to hold myself up like this, but this is a very good way to help keep your spine nice and straight by being able to like have a little bit of support. And those are the blocks. Next we're going to use the cotton strap. I'm going to come onto the back. At any time I always love to do a spinal twist. You can have the strap hooked over your foot like this, or you can have it in the little loop here. Either one. I like to have it just looped around the ball of my foot. You can open up to the right side, bringing the strap to one hand, getting a nice hip opener here. Being able to have a lot more extension, connecting your hand to your foot, but still feeling the benefits. And bringing the foot back up, switching your hands, and then twisting to the other side. And gazing over to the opposite side that you're stretching. And it's just a nice hip opener. Being able to give yourself a little bit more extension, because holding your hand, especially in this pose right here, it's a lot harder. So just having this connection from your hand to your foot, but still being able to feel the benefits in your leg is very important. And then you can switch off sides after that. That's the strap. Next we're going to use the stretchy strap. This one I like to use when I practice like pigeon pose. This one's a regular pigeon pose. But I like to go into a king pigeon pose by having my foot. Sometimes I can just hold it like this. But when I want to be able to flip my grip and bring my arms over here, I like to switch up my foot through here. Putting my foot through there. And then flipping my hand like that. So I can still get a nice back bend, connecting my foot and my head to each other. So there's definitely still a gap in between. You can use it like that, or any other different way. Just to be able to give you a little bit more of a stretch when you practice. With the cotton strap, it's a lot more static and doesn't really go anywhere, but this one gives you a little bit more give. You can use that one. So they both have their own beneficial properties. And that's the other strap. Next, we're going to use the blanket. You can use it a couple different ways. It's a nice way for a meditation seat to help prop up your hips a little bit. Let's take a seat like that. Make sure your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. You sit like that. Or it's nice to use, you just roll it up a little bit to a nice little tube. And placing it on here to align with your mat. And it's taking a seat and putting it right up against the tailbone and just laying right over it. It's a nice supporting of your back. You sit like this. It's kind of like using the yoga wheel, but in a nice passive way. And that's using the blanket. When I first started, I only pretty much had the wall to use. So I'll show you how to use the wall if you don't have any of these products with you. And that's how you use the wall. Check back on Rainbow Curves for more videos.